Hey, if you do not have your materials, pause this video right now and grab your materials. So in today's mini lesson, we talked about how today now we are going to be dividing using long division to solve 4-digit by 1-digit numbers. And again, it's the exact same steps as what we've been doing for 3-digit by 1-digit and 2-digit by 1-digit, except now our problem's just a little longer. Not more challenging, just a little longer. Same stuff. So remember, we're still going 1 digit at a time. So please write on your board or your paper 3,193 divided by 9. All right, so now that you have your problem written on your board, now we're going to look at the very first digit. So 9 times what gets us as close as possible to 3 without going over? Well, we already know that 9 times 1 is way bigger than 3. So instead of 1, our answer is 0. So 0 times 9 equals 0. And now we subtract. So make sure you're writing this down with me as we go. We're subtracting. 3 minus 0 is 3. And now we bring it on down. So remember, we're only bringing down 1 digit at a time still. So now we bring down our 1. Okay, so we know we're not done because 1, this number is way bigger than our divisor, and we still have more digits to bring down later. So 31 divided by 9. So now we're back to dividing. We are repeating. 9 times what gets us as close to 31 as possible without going over? What do you think it is? Well, I know that 9 times 3 equals 27, and 9 times 4 equals 36. So if I write a 4 up here, then if I wrote 36 down here, it'd be way bigger than 31. So I know that I need to write a 3 up here. So now we multiply. 3 times 9 equals 27. Now we subtract. I can't take 1 minus 7, so I'm going to need to borrow. And now that 1 becomes an 11. 11, now we're subtracting 11 minus 7 equals 4. And now we bring it on down, all the way down. So now we have a 9 here. Remember, we're only bringing down 1 digit at a time. Now again, we are going to have to repeat instead of have a remainder, because this is bigger than this. And I still have more to bring down. So 49 divided by 9. 9 times what gets us as close to 49 as possible without going over? What do you think? Well, 9 times 5 equals 45, but 9 times 6 equals 54. So it's going to have to be 9 times 5. So 9 times 5, now we're multiplying, equals 45. Now we subtract. Make sure you're writing this down as we go. 9 minus 5 equals 4. Now we bring it on down. Okay, we still have to go because we have to repeat because this number is bigger than our divisor. So 9 times what gets us as close to 43 as possible without going over? Well, before I said 9 times 5 equals 45, and 45 is bigger than 43. So what's 9 times 4? 36, right? Is 36 smaller than 43? Yeah, so I'm going to write my 4 up here. So 4 times 9 equals 36. And now I subtract. I can't take 3 minus 6, so I'm going to need to borrow. So that 4 becomes a 3. And this 3 becomes a 13. So 13 minus 6 equals 7. And is my number down below now? Is it smaller than my divisor? It sure is. So my answer is 354, remainder 7. All right, let's look at our next problem. Please write on your board 6,238 divided by 5. Pause this video right now and go ahead and solve. All right, so check your board as we go. 5 times what gets us as close to 6 as possible? 5 times 1. 1 times 5 equals 5. Now we subtract. 6 minus 5 is 1. Bring it on down, 1 digit at a time. 5 times what gets us as close to 12 as possible without going over? 5 times 2. 2 times 5 equals 10. Now we subtract. 12 minus 10 equals 2. Bring it on down. 5 times what equals 23 without going over? 5 times 4. 4 times 5 equals 20. Now we subtract. 3 minus 0 equals 3. Bring it on down. 5 times what equals 38 without going over? 5 times 7. 7 times 5 equals 35. Now we subtract. 38 minus 35 equals 3. This number is smaller than my divisor. Check your answer. Did you get 1,247, remainder 3? Now our answers are going to be longer now that we're dividing 4 digit by 1 digit, but it's the same steps as what we've been doing before. It just gets a little longer. You guys got this. Good luck.